Hey there, my beautiful Scorpio collective. Hopefully, you're all well, happy, healthy, wealthy, and abundant. Today, we're going to be doing a look into February to see where the energies are, see if there's any advice or guidance from Spirit going forward, anything you need to be looking out for. I'm going to divide the tarot into 3 parts. I'm going to do the first 10 days, the second 10 days, and the last 8 days. And then I'm going to look into career and love. A lot of the signs with the tarot, they've been mainly focused on money more than anything this month. And it's weird because February is supposed to be the month of love, but it's been kind of money focused, actually. But we shall see what yours is. Okay. It's an interesting combination of cards. Okay. The first 10 days, you've got the King of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles, and the Hermit card. To me, this is like you've been kind of taking some time either to like stack up money or to you've kind of separated yourself from the outside world, trying to find what's really meant for you, where you're guided to most, where you need to invest. This could also be a person that there's been some kind of like imbalance with, and there's been like some separation with, possibly. The King of Earth says a successful time, confidence, accept opportunities. You're offered the Midas touch. Give some money, time, or effort, new career opportunities, and receiving a loan or paying off debts. And then the Hermit, spend time in quiet meditation, spiritual teaching, and self-discovery. For me, this is like you're able to accomplish something big. You could have opportunities presenting themselves to you this month. But you really need to take time to yourself and figure out like what's best for you, which one's going to give you back the same that you're willing to put in, those type of things. The second 10 days is interesting because I've got the Judgment card, but here it's called the Renewal card, and that's like the lovers rising back from the grave. I kind of feel like you've done a lot of ascension during the time of separation, or just in general. You've taken a lot of time to see, like, this is something worth taking your time on? Is this something that doesn't match up to where you're at? Because with the Seven of Fire, Seven of Wands, Ten of Wands, it's kind of like maybe the situation, and if you're in a relationship, maybe the relationship that you're in has become more burdensome than anything. You feel that you've kind of grown past it, and maybe something else returns from the past, or it's just a time of like, I can't take this anymore. I can't do this. We've been doing this over and over and over, and it just gets heavier each time. Because Seven of Fire says, defend your beliefs and decisions, stand your ground, choose your battles wisely. Ten of Wands, too much work, accept help from others. Life isn't your life is in need of balance, stress related health concerns. Yeah, if you stay in the energy of the Ten of Wands for too long, like overworking, trying to distract yourself, taking on too much, even if it's in a relationship, it's just can cause health problems because of stress and anxiety. Okay, so with the renewal card, it says review and evaluate a favorable assessment of the facts and time to move on in a new direction or towards a new connection. So, with this is just like, yeah, like I said, you're looking back on a relationship, a situation, you're reviewing it, you're like, can I do this anymore? Or how can I relieve the load? How can I make it more balanced? Because balance is definitely needed. Third 10 days, I've got the Eight of Pentacles, the Devil, and the Four of Cups. Um, Maybe you have a fear around doing something. Maybe you've just gotten to the place of feeling like complacent. Like, let's say you're in a horrible relationship, just for instance, take what resonates for you, but you're in a horrible relationship, but you're too scared to be alone. So you don't invest into yourself or invest into ways to get out of it. You just kind of feel bound to something. And you're just like, well, that's just the way it is. I'm just gonna stay here and let my fear confine me, basically. Because Eight of Pentacles says skilled work is rewarded. Learning all there is to know about a topic, getting back to school. So maybe there's something like you want to do with your life, but you've been putting all your time and energy and investments into this other situation, whatever that is. Maybe it's a bad job, maybe it's a bad relationship. I'm not sure for you exactly, but then ego says a false sense of entrapment, being overly focused on material things, negative or fear based thoughts. And then the Four of Cups, missing an opportunity, discontentment or boredom. Open your eyes to the possibilities. And like I said, with that ego, it's all about that fear. Like maybe you've just been like, this is the way life is. I can't do any better. I'm not going to be able to do this. I just, but I see a lot of like quiet reflection of like, I don't want to miss an opportunity. But how can I take the opportunity when I'm dealing with all of this? And just kind of weighing your pros and cons and options and that type of thing. Now, let's see. I'm going to clarify for each of the 10 days. So. Okay. So I have the Knight of Wands, the Temperance, and the Emperor. This is kind of that moderation in between, like trying to be the boss and wanting to run completely free. It's like getting that spark back so you can get to the Emperor, but some kind of balance is needed because it falls right on top of that Six of Earth. Moderation, baby steps, getting excited, moving out of the hermit mode. Because I see like a very boss type energy, and this could even be with, let's say, a divine masculine, divine feminine, just sitting in the. It's like, what do you want? Do you want to be a Knight of Wands? Do you want to go out there and experience life? Do you want to go out there and just deal with people that are in and out? Or do you want somebody that's like actually worth the investment, or somebody that's going to be stable, secure? Or do you want something in the middle, right? But there's some kind of healing that needs to be done, some kind of balance, moderation. Um, it's like you can't have your cake and eat it too, kind of thing. You've just got to find something that fits you. Um, like maybe you don't want to be your own boss, but you also don't want to do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Um, like that moderation of, I want to be successful, but I don't necessarily want my own business. I want just to be excited again. I want to be able to build something. I want opportunities for growth, that type of thing. I'm trying to cover all bases because I can see love and money kind of all intertwined into this. That is too many cards. Okay. So for the second 10 days, I've got the Two of Wands, the Justice card, and the Two of Pentacles. The choice is ultimately yours. What are you going to do? Because I feel like you've been sitting in this place that you know you need to do something. You know there's plenty of opportunities, but I don't know if it's like you're too scared to let go of the past in order to move into something new. But there's like some kind of balance that needs to be restored. And this is just like weighing your options. Sitting here, just weighing your options. And it's causing a lot of burden in your life just by holding on to the idea of something. Trying to hold on to the old and the new at the same time. You need to kind of pick one and then invest into that. But even judgment is that karma review, right? It's something about karma. It's something about like what you're putting in during this time is going to be what comes back to you. So what do you want to invest into so that way it comes back to you? And you can't dip in both sides because there's no balance in that. That's where that overwhelmingness comes from. Like dipping a little bit into the new while you're still doing something else, you know, it's like it causes an imbalance. Like you have to pick one. You can't keep juggling two or juggling so much. Okay, so for the last 8 days of the month, I've got to clarify the Page of Swords, the Ten of Swords, and the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, it might hurt, is what I'm getting. It might hurt to take an opportunity or to take something new. Um, it might hurt to let something go. It might hurt to the other person as well. But that fear of hurting someone at the risk of hurting yourself is that fear, that bondage. It's like there's big opportunities on the other side of just letting it close out, because I feel like you've been holding, it's a lot of tens here, so 10, right? It's a lot of like endings and new beginnings. Like you have to finish that cycle because I can tell it's been going on for a while. It's something that needs to be like let go of in order for something else to be born from it better. Because if you stay stuck, you're always going to wonder, did I miss that opportunity? Because the opportunities may not always be there. Am I going to continue to invest in things that just overburden me and hurt me? Or am I just going to take that opportunity to cut that loss, pretty much? Now I'm going to look into finance. And like I said, I can't tell if this has to do with finances or if it has to do with love, but there's a lot of like very heavy energy attached to it, which is kind of concerning. And if you stay in the place that you're currently in for the collective that I'm reading for, you will make yourself sick. I do see that. Maybe even like a form of depression or something. Alright, so the first card I got, if I could pick it up, it says locked. Work you want may not be in reach now. You can take it a temporary position while waiting for an opening. Your new place offers job security. So maybe that's what the Hermit card is. Like you're just waiting for that perfect opportunity to open up. But it's kind of saying just move, like just do something. Adventure. You have an exciting work moves that could take you outdoors or on a trip. Could involve traveling. You will need to climb steadily to reach your financial goals. And then we have ups and downs. Your work has potential for both advancement and stagnation. See if there's hope, but allow yourself to move on if needed. Innovation. You will need to come up with new strategies to keep your plans in motion. Old ways are outdated. Invent, create, and test ideas. And I kind of feel that's because whatever the cycle that needs to close is blocking the opportunity to come in. And that's why it's saying like missed opportunity. This all could possibly change if you're willing to like end those cycles for good. Okay, now I'm going to just do some basic love messages, the characteristics of the person attached to you or coming in for you, and then like some ideas like if you're stuck with where to go in a relationship or ways to help possibly. Okay, Capricorn got that too. Excuse me. Trust. The situation is calling for you to have faith and let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. That could be a lot to do with that ego too, is like afraid to ask for help. You're just taking on too much and it's come to a point where you've got to just lay it down and start fresh. Now let's see characteristics. Okay. Some of these cards, they make me laugh. Okay, it says ascetic, seeker of self-restraint, abstinence, purification, and discipline. Gives me kind of yogi vibes, like somebody that's into meditation, someone that, like magician kind of energy, knows when to give and when to like hold back. And then I've got madman, embracer of madness, frenzy, chaos, unruly, possession. I don't know if you want to fuck with that person. I don't know if it's a combination of both. Cause some of like the most genius people are a little mad. And then I've got the fool, ignorance, rashness, impulsiveness. It gives me very like free energy, like somebody that does not conform to like rules, regulations. They think outside of the box. They're very like in tuned. People may look at them as like they're crazy or they're foolish, but they know what they're doing. They purify the energy. It's like they take on the madness or they relate to the madness of the journey, kind of. I know it doesn't sound good, but it's kind of funny. Okay, so I've got forgiving. They didn't mean to hurt you, but you were holding on to it. Forgiving helps you get past it. Some things that need to be gotten past for sure. And then I've got childish. Someone has to be the adult in the room. Maybe the term should be to grow up or get out. That could be why the Fool's here too. If you're in a bad relationship, these could be like you're dealing with somebody that's a little mad, foolish, childish, possessive, unruly. That could be why you're needing to let them go. Because the connection I see at the very end it's not overwhelming. It's not, it wants to come in, but there's too much on your plate in the current moment that needs to be let go of. And that could be that aesthetic. And the other one, it could be a combination of two people, possibly. That's why there's so many twos here. Like you've got to drop one. And I'm going to look into the Moonology. Okay, the first card that came out is y'all's card. Work through your fears. New Moon in Scorpio. It's very important. What do you have to lose at this point? If you're sitting in tens, I wouldn't want to hold on to any of it. And then we got a time for healing. Balsamic Moon, definitely. It's a lot of healing that needs to be done. But it all starts with like claiming your truth and then starting walking behind it. It'll be healing to yourself as well. So whoever this resonates with, I mean, if it doesn't, don't take it. But I'm just saying in general, I send you much love. And I know the tens can be difficult, but the other side of the tens feels really good. So I love you guys. If you'd like to be entered into my subscriber surprise, all you have to do is like the video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and then leave me a comment. That's all. Pretty easy, and I'll enter you in. Anyways, again, I love you guys. Thank you for all of your support of my channel. Greatly appreciate it. I wish you the best of months. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.